It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. And it's coming up next.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the LA Chargers. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And it certainly hadn't taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, he'll burn you.
Throwing first play is Herbert. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Mozzie Smith, he's the one who got in there and made that play defensively. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Herbert now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw here on target to Hurst.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Brought down on the play by Deron Bland. This is 2nd and 8. Again, it's Edwards. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's complete right around the 8. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. Yard or so short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Will Disley from 4 yards out. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by... And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and it's now a 7-0 game. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott being chased out left. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. 27 yards there. A 1st down. They run here with Rico Dowdle. Pushes him over. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Now Prescott. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Prescott. That is caught. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 14. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. And a quick throw here that's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive, and I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. But escapes the sack. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Herbert on first down now. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Third and short yardage, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Justin Herbert. That's again complete to Palmer. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go, and of course they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And this one is right through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-cut due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. On the return, this is Turpin. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Toby.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 7. A running play. It's Dowdle.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott.
Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
This one quickly to land.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Prescott now. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not only you want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking middle, and that's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That's taken on the 25. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
They run again with Dowdle.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
They're going to try and run for it. But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
From the 24 now. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Herbert now. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, it's Edwards.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On 1st down, Vidal. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Herbert.
It's taken in by Quentin Johnston.
Touchdown, Quentin Johnston, 47 yards.
And the Chargers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Dicker now to tack on the extra point.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 9. 2:19 to play. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. First down, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Going right back to Ferguson.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Here's 1st and 10.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Jake Ferguson
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And they take a knee.
Baylor tight. 5'9", 5'9". Let's go. Hey. Let's go.
They go with Edwards left side. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Prescott.
toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. One last shot now for Prescott. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
This ball intercepted. And the Chargers are going to hang on the final play to get the turnover to seal this football game. Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to